Good Monday evening. My name is the Bruiser Bubba Ty for UCW Undisputed Wrestling Alliance, and today I'm here to talk to you about all the big things that take place in UCWA here at the end of next year. Of course, our big first event known as Revolution, which is set up for it. We'll have a three stages of chaos match for the UCWA World Heavyweight Championship between Bulletproof Clay Mercer and the Broken Architect Logan Price. You'll also have a match between Razor Pierce and James McGregor for the Valor Championship, and a tag team contest with Bulletproof Clay Mercer teaming with Razor Pierce to take on James McGregor and Logan Price. So a lot's going to be on the line at UCWA Revolution on March 2nd, 2019, and we're all definitely looking forward to it. I will be the special guest referee for the UCWA World Heavyweight Championship Three Stages of Chaos match. And it's an honor of mine as the general manager here in UCWA. I definitely want to be on my best behavior in that matchup and keep it right down the middle as I can. Now, of course, one Logan Price has pushed the issue a little bit here lately and has questioned my manhood by slapping me the other day in our interview segment that I had with Clay Mercer. And he came in there and provoked Clay Mercer and slapped me on the bad side of Clay Mercer. Not a smart idea, kid. I'm just going to put that out there to you. You can't go in there and with a legend like myself and not expect to pay the consequences for something like that. It's not going to be today, it's not going to be tomorrow, but trust me, it will be soon and it will be swift when it does happen. And it's going to be a big time deal. I want you to know something, Logan. There's consequences for every single action that takes place here in UCWA. Yes, this might be the company that we founded, but at the same time, you have to realize that's not to be messed with. I'm somebody that's not to be respected for. You see, not to be respected. And I'm always going to be the man at the end. So, I hope everybody is having a wonderful Monday evening. The weather has cleared out. It's looking like it's going to be nice here for the next few days. Thank goodness. It's going to be up in the 40s, low to mid 40s. So that'll be good to help melt some of the snow that we've had here over the past number of days and help get everything clear once again. I did see on the news last night that they'd had a major traffic jam there on I-81 towards Bristol and Abingdon. I'm sure Logan would have more on that if he would get in here and talk to me about it. But yeah, I seen it on the news last night, and that was a rough situation. Had tractor trailers, cars, trucks, just every type of vehicle imaginable there on the interstate, and they were backed up. Had this one person that was traveling from Georgia up to Pennsylvania to get home, and she had to stop at exit 5 at a motel there. So, good job for her getting a hotel room and doing the right thing in the end. But it's definitely a rough situation. My prayers continue to go out to all those that are elderly, those that are sick, those that still. I wish them all the very best right now. So there you go. We'll let some people know that I'm doing right now. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Monday evening. We're only 2.5 hours away from Raw, so we'll see what happens tonight. Let me know what your thoughts are on the Hard Raw count now, where they're ending at 11. I think it's a good idea. Our about a couple hours. We got it back on about 4 o'clock. It was off for about an hour. Um, a lot of, I guess, power on the line and stuff. We had some debris there that fell on one of our power lines, so that's what took place there. So tonight's the go home show for the TLC pay-per-view, which will be taking place in San Jose, California this weekend. And on the Raw side of things, you'll have Baron Corbin taking on Braun Strowman still at this point. Don't know whether he's going to be cleared to compete or not. Looking like it's going to be Baron Corbin against Braun Strowman. My guess is if Braun Strowman is not allowed to go, they will replace him with somebody like Bray Wyatt in a while, or just a surprise. And of course, you have the Raw Women's Championship on the line between the challenger Nia Jax and the champion Ronda Rousey. The WWE Championship will be on the line on the SmackDown side of things between WWE Champion Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles. You'll have a triple threat tag team championship match from SmackDown with the Usos, the Bar, and the New Day. Should be a classic match there. And much, much more. It's going to be a great show. Definitely looking forward to TLC this weekend. Well, thank everybody that's tuning in. If you're in yet, please tune in. I'd love for you to join in with me here. Say, privileged to come out and talk to you all whenever I get the chance to. Don't get the chance to too often, so I was off from work today because they closed the college. Wanted to come to y'all today and talk about some things. It's a privilege to be able to do these live videos. Like I said, I really get the opportunity to do live videos like this a lot. So it's definitely a lot of fun. Everybody's having a wonderful Monday, like I said earlier. Of course, coming up on Monday Night Football game in the NFC wildcard picture, as it'll be the defending home turf at CenturyLink Field to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Minnesota enters this game 6-5-1. Seattle enters the game 7-5. They are currently the fifth and sixth teams in the NFC playoff picture right now, so should be a great contest. Teams. My official pick: Seattle 27, Minnesota 20. Big. Big sports teams. Green Bay played very well over the week to see that. Both the Lady Vols and the Volunteer time road victories in college basketball yesterday. The Tennessee Volunteers defeated previously number one ranked Gonzaga 76-73, while number 9 Tennessee went down to Texas to take on the number 11. They defeated the 8-72. And great weekend for the Tennessee Vols, for sure. Also, this weekend you had the Army-Navy game. Army defeated Navy 17-10. Third straight victory for Army in the series. A big time win for them there. Should be fun, no doubt about it. Thank you to the one person that's joining me right now. Appreciate that. If y'all have any questions, fire away. I'm here to answer about anything y'all want to do. Of course, I am the general manager of UCWA. I am the Bruiser Bubba Tie. This is a new role for me. I was pretty general manager in GSW in 2017. Of course, most people know me as the boss from PCW in 2015. That was probably my favorite role out of anything. Logan, how's the snow? Well, snow's starting to melt a little bit over here in the pound, Logan. It's not as bad as it was. The roads are pretty clear, given everything. I would say black ice will collect tonight and make it a little treacherous. They already put the college on a 90-minute delay tomorrow, so we'll see how everything goes with that. But the weather looks pretty good for the rest of the week. All the snow will be out of here. Hopefully, in the next few days, it'll melt and doing what we love. Previous video, it's crazy to think how far the weather went. Like when we film at Backbone Rock, it was beautiful. It was in the 50s, and then all of a sudden, it just hurt. Supposed to get more this weekend. Oh, that's great. More snow, man. Thanks for ruining the mood, Logan. That's great. I appreciate that. Ruined my day with that. I'm only joking, you know that. So I stayed up till 3:30 last night, and I watched the replay of the live chat video from GSW, and I have to say that it was interesting, say the least. I'm a heel. It's what I do. Yeah, I know how that is. I'm a natural heel too. You don't want me to show you my true heel colors, do you? Or do you? I mean, that's one thing. I don't know. This is definitely going to be a fun adventure for all of us here in UCWA. I know that Logan, you have really built this up and are excited to have all these new people come in. Not only myself, Clay Mercer, Razor Pierce, but Mr. Bradford, Mr. McGregor, all those guys. Be interesting to see how it goes. All right, Logan says you had to go clear out the driveway. Sounds good, man. You have a good evening. I'll holler at you later. Let other people know I'm in here, by the way, if you can. But yeah, it's a fun adventure here in UCW. Get some in to wrestle with us, and hopefully things will go good on that. I like being back in a general manager position once again. It's a more of a lighter role, I guess you would call it, not having to have the pressure to compete anymore. The choice of whether I want to compete or not. I'm not going to give away the future of what we have planned here in UCWA, but definitely stay tuned, guys. We've got some big time plans this year, and we're excited to share it with everybody. My thanks to Logan for joining in here on the live chat. I appreciate that very much. Glad the weather has cleared up today. It was getting to look pretty rough and treacherous here over the past couple of days, to say the least. But the weather looks a whole lot better now, and it's good to see the weather is better for sure. Of course, we are going to get into winter here in the next couple of weeks. This is pre-winter still. Like I said in the previous live video, I consider winter from December 1st all the way until the end of February, spring from the start of March to the end of May, and summer from the start of June all the way to the end of August. Those are my. There you go. Of course, Mr. Mercer has remained silent, and on these videos, he did have an interview with me this past weekend, or no, 2 weekends ago now, and we hope to hear more from him, not only with promos but with the interviews as well coming up soon. But it was good to hear from him in our interview. Of course, Logan Price and I carry the load for promos on this channel. But Mr. Bradford did load up a video, so it's good to see him get involved with us as well. Looking forward to seeing what he had to say here in the next few minutes. Gonna hop off here and watch that here in a few minutes after I do this live video. Dustin sent me back. Good luck with the trolls. Well, if they're anything like what took place last night on the GSW live chat, um, I'm definitely more emotive that to heart like you did, and handle it my own way. So there you go. But yeah, even though I'm no longer competing in GSW or uh, having a leadership role there, I'm still talking to the individuals involved there, mainly Nicole. Um, they've remained good friends with me. Things took place, and I thank them for that. I thank them for every opportunity that they gave me while I was in GSW. It was a pleasure to work with them over the backyard wrestling. But yeah, I wish them all the best of success. One person I am interested in seeing how his 2019 will go in GSW is Mikey Reedy. It's going to be interesting to see how he is booked next year, and I wish him the best. Even though we don't communicate as much anymore, Mikey's a good man. I've talked to him several times, not only while I was there with GSW, but away from GSW as well. He's a good man, and I want him to know that there's no hard feelings or anything from my end. And if I done anything to hurt you, I apologize. I don't believe I did deep down. Um, you may see it differently, but I don't believe I did. If I did, I do apologize. You are a good man. You will be a good worker. And I know that when you will show up to GSW, you will be a very good competitor. There you go. So like we might get a new matchup in GSW now. It's looking like Dustin Little will take on not only Tyler Adams, but he'll be taking on Matt Thunder from MEBW. And yeah, there were some harsh words. I'll just leave it at that. Said on the live chat last night. And yeah, it was tough to see that take place. But, it's just the way, sometimes there are trolls out there and they have nothing better to do. I'm really looking forward to everything that Dustin and Nicole have taking place in GSW in 2019, along with Hunter. When he's healthy and ready to go, I'll look forward to seeing what he has to bring to the table as well. The working relationship, it kind of unfortunately didn't work out in the end. We all wanted to try to be unique, I guess, to the table, but the friendships are still there, and I'm very thankful for that. They are wonderful people, and I, I hope that they think the same of me. I try my best to be as good of a person as I can to everybody I come into contact with. It's the way I was raised, and that's the way I will raise my children if I do have children in the future. And I'm talking to several other of my friends here throughout the last little bit, and getting their interest, telling them about UCWA and what we have in store for the future. Um, they tell you, are you still doing GSW? I said, unfortunately, no, I'm not doing GSW anymore, but we have had to start a new backyard wrestling company known as UCWA, Undisputed Championship Wrestling Alliance. I will be the general manager and commissioner of UCWA. And I will be involved mainly behind the scenes. I will do some commentary as well and probably ref a couple matches as well. The big match that I'm going to be refereeing is the Three Stages of Chaos match between the Broken Architect Logan Price and Clay Mercer for the UCWA World Heavyweight Champion. Looking forward to a new commentary team this year. Justin Rogan will be joining me some on commentary, along with, God forbid, Corey Cole if I don't snap his head off. Um, but he is the director of talent relations, so I've kind of got to be careful with him. But yeah, still not a big fan of Corey Cole. just throwing it out there. But yeah, and looking forward to another one of our new commentators as well. El Gato Montes will be joining us on commentary. Um, Not sure what his commentary name will be in UCWA when we start all this, but looking forward to hearing his unique perspectives as well. We have all pitched together ideas for what we want to do in UCWA for Revolution and moving forward beyond Revolution. And I must say, ideas have really opened my eyes a little bit. And I am very proud of his efforts so far as well. He's a great wrestling mind, and much like Clay Mercer, myself, Logan Price, sometimes we were overlooked, and that's not our fault. In the end, we go by company rules wherever we go. In the end, it's the company with the decision to make everything what it was. And as I mentioned before, I'm very thankful for my time not only in PCW but in ETW, in GSW, here in UCWA. But the Lord has blessed us with a good young roster here in UCWA, and it's going to be fun to see how these characters work, how these wrestlers work with one another. I'm very intrigued to see what Razor Pierce brings to the table this year. He impressed me a lot last year in his debut match against Clay Mercer at GSW, and I know he's going to bring a lot to the table, and it's going to be a lot of fun to see him against James McGregor. He's a new face that I haven't seen compete yet. Looking forward to seeing what Mr. Bradford has to bring to the table. For now, I'm going to call him Special K Brad because I don't want to butcher his first name. So I'm going to call you Bradford. That's not a shot at you. That's just my easier way to remember your name, sir. So there you go, folks. Monday Night Raw is going to be live in San Diego, I believe, tonight. So it'll be fun to see what they have on tap. I would say that they'll do a tag team match and Dolph Ziggler against Baron Corbin and Drew McIntyre. That's probably been the trend that they've had here lately, and they'll probably keep on that trend. They'll probably do a contract signing for the Raw Women's Championship match. They'll do a final stare down between Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose in the championship match. I hope that they add a stipulation to that match. I think that doesn't just need to be a regular title match. That needs something along the lines of either a chairs match or a ladder match. I would prefer it be a ladder match simply because I've seen what those guys have brought to the table in previous ladder matches for the Intercontinental Championship and for the Money in the Bank briefcase. And both those guys are very comfortable in that arena. So it'd be interesting to see what stipulation they decide to put on that match, if any. And of course, for the SmackDown Women's Championship, you'll have a tables, ladders, and chairs match with the champion Becky Lynch defending against Charlotte Flair and Asuka. And earned her opportunity in the Battle Royal, and Charlotte Flair earned her opportunity by wearing out Ronda Rousey. That's Don't know what's going to happen with the SmackDown Women's Championship, but my early prediction is this. I think that they will probably give the SmackDown Women's Championship to Charlotte Flair to open the door for Becky Lynch to go win the Women's Royal Rumble next year and challenge Ronda Rousey for the Raw Women's Championship at WrestleMania 35. That's my early prediction. We'll see. They might just keep them both champion. We'll just have to. And I've told you all my thoughts on the Universal Championship in the past. It's sad that you have a Universal Champion who only defends the title a handful of times a year. It's a joke. It's a shame to that championship and to the competitors on Raw. But ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for this live video. Thank you for tuning in. Mr. Price, I appreciate you very much. If y'all don't mind, like our YouTube channel. We are on Twitter at UCWA2019, all caps. You can follow me on Twitter. I'm at Bubba Ty1, capital B and capital T. You can follow Logan Price on Twitter, Architect, capital B, capital A, with a 1 instead of the I. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Thank y'all so much for joining me this evening. Hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your evening, and I'll see you all down the road. Later, everybody.